Okay. So the Stanley Parable 15, because I've been playing it a bit, and you can change the name of the game. Let's call it the Unforgivable Mind Control Machine Confirm. It's lovely. Stanley Parable is fun. It's a classic, yeah. Okay, so let's begin the game settings. I think I can use my controller for this one. I could have probably used the controller for the other one, to be honest, but... Can I use... Yeah, we're playing with a controller. Look at that.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Yeah. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Monochrome.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Unforgivable.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Are you a rebel?
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, first of all, let me have a look at the office here, because that's one thing I really enjoy doing. So we've got a lot of file holders, coffee, I suppose. And the computer, what is it? It looks really old school, doesn't it? Monochrome phosphorus P1 monitor. Love that. What happened then? Where is everyone?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, that's even an older monitor over here. They've got floppy disk entrances, so yeah, this is definitely...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No one at the office, another old computer. We love that, and we turned them all off. I don't even know why. Okay, here we are, number one.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So, the narrator said that I entered the door on the left. What do we do? Do we enter the door on the left and follow the narrator's story? Or do we enter the door on the right? You guys choose. You guys choose. I'm having a drink in the meantime. Well, Corvin was the first one to write, and suppose Greg on Twitch. So you both guys wrote right, I'm going right. You say to walk backwards, let's do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it. Oh, look at that, that's lovely. Ooh, look at this one. You can even see a little bit at the outside. One of the games I really enjoy playing is Mirror's Edge. We'll play it one of these nights.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, let's drink it all in. I don't know why there is an underfloor, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure what the architect thought.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah, let's go.
A room so... But eager to get back to business,
let's defy it.
Stanley took the
Winter
first
Sons.
open door on his left.
Alright, so once again, he's saying that we stepped on the door on the left and go back to where we were supposed to go, or we can continue to defy and go straight. Shut the sides. Straight or left. Let's see who is faster. The underfloor is so you can turn it into a ball pit. Well, Corvin says straight. Corvin is really fast, eh? Tonight. Let's go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Oh, that's
it's
good,
incredible
actually,
he
the
wasn't
graphics.
fired years ago.
Cantrell 7 says straight as well. Let's go. Oh, look at this. This is kind of beautiful, the textures in the background. Alright, so we need to choose again. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. That's a lot of money. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. How am I going to pay it? It's not like I'm gonna survive it, right? Alright, so we could go on the cargo thing, or we could try and... Can I even jump? No, but oh, we could. We could jump it off here. And look at that, there is a path. Oh, we need to make another choice, no, but once. Right, King Leonidas? We go on the lift or down the path. Chat chooses. None of the burning wax says left. We're going left, guys. I don't know if I'm going to survive it, but go! Hey, we survived it. We could go inside here, or we could continue. I'm just going to choose this one. I'm going to go this way. I'll consider it a left because everyone is saying... Okay, someone said lift. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, no, no. We're not going to survive this. We're not going to survive this. I should have never done it. I think, how is this even on the air? I don't even know. Well, I guess we have to go there, this way. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. No, jump is not an option. Well, we arrived somewhere. No, but what's through this? Can I open the door? No.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path.
Oh my gosh, we broke the game.
The office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path. Oh,
it's a recorder.
It seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path.
Ooh, look at that.
It seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path.
Huh. Well, that's the narrator.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
I did.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
Yeah.
All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory.
Well,
I
yeah.
bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch
scolded.
in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you.
Yeah.
Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
Well, yeah.
How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Oh my gosh.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, you freaking manipulator. Oh, that's okay. That ends a run. That ends a run. So this is one run. This game has so many different runs like this. It's so fun. Run number 2. So
All
we're gonna
of his co-workers were
go
gone.
through.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
let's
he had
go.
simply missed a memo.
All right, chat. Left or right? Go quick. Go quick.
When
Left or
Stanley
right?
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are we following the narrator this time or no? Left says Michael. Left. We're going left this time. Let's go. Good to have you here, Baron. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Interactive gaming with Metatron. Boom.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Oh, that's
office,
funny.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Sounds good. Up the boss's office. I mean, that's a lot of stuff written down. You know, if I wasn't on stream, I would read every single thing. And I might do later, on a later run. I'm going to read every single thing. Because you know, when developers do this, they do it for me. Am I the only one who does that? And here's another choice. Up or
Coming
down?
to a staircase, Stanley
Number
walked
ones.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Up or down? And Twitch wins this time. Fairby said up. And Kenji Watanabe said up. Let's go up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh, it's red, guys. Where did you send me? It's so red. It's like kind of diabolical. It is diabolical for me. New memory zone. Ooh, wow. It's a bathroom. Oh, goodness gracious. Content from a long time ago. The boss's office, guys. Trying to fool the narrator. Yes, we are Team Parody. It is Shad's room, Michael. This is Shad's room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
that's
stunned
amazing.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Extra secret, guys.
2845.
There he is.
But of course,
2,
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
4. I love it. 5. This game is so
Yet
silly.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Amazing.
by sheer luck.
Number ones.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
There is a passageway, noble ones. Well, I don't think I can defy the narrator now because, well, I mean, there is a piano. But it doesn't let me play it. No, I can't defy the narrator. I think we are on a closed loop right now. Or not. We'll figure it out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I kind of like the red. And I don't at the same time. It's so weird that it's like that.
Ascending deeper into
Not
the
a
building,
secret anymore.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a
I'm
stirring
peculiar.
of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It's very posh.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
The voice in my head is very posh. Did you notice that? I must be posh inside.
Stanley walked straight
Oh,
ahead
gosh.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Left or straight, noble ones? Left or straight? We could go to the escape or we could go to mind control facility. Sparky337 BCE from Twitch says left. And Damned Man says left. We're going left. And Michael Mekame, Twitch and YouTube today agree. Let's go left. We're escaping, noble ones. We're
Although
escaping.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, he's trying to change my mind. He wants me to go back. Are we gonna commit or are we gonna go back, noble ones? Are we gonna commit or are we gonna go back? I'm gonna commit. Okay, I'm choosing this one. I'm choosing this one. Sorry, Sparky, I'm choosing this one. I'm going straight.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope, I'm going straight.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
I love this game.
And willingly confront his death.
Yeah, because I don't try. Ooh, gosh. Red again, noble ones. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I did die. Oh, death. Oh, that was my head. Oh no, I survived. Did I? I did survive.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Seriously?
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story,
Oh my
trapped
gosh.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Literally, the game is
Perhaps
mentally
his death was of no great
effing
loss,
with you.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Yeah.
So he resigned and willingly
I can't
accepted
move.
this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Boom.
Farewell, Stanley.
Number ones. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for subscribing. Run to
Farewell,
done.
Stanley, cried the narrator,
Oh.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Jaws.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
It was great. Oh no, I survived. Man, we are just doing whatever we want in this run. Narrator 2 indeed. Narrator 2, let's go. Oh, what the heck? Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game,
Yeah.
back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Was he? It's like a museum here. I don't believe you. Office computers. Yeah, look at the... Oh gosh. I'm going to turn them all off. Thank you. Buttons, sounds. A selection of sounds. Nice. Wow. Nope. Well, so far, number 2 is my favorite. We can go right or we can go left, noble ones. Well, I don't actually think it's a choice. I think we can go to both. The game is going philosophical indeed. Maintenance room. Wow, it's like a museum. What is it? Holy moly. I haven't got a clue where I'm going. From Silula Final Warning, there is a skeleton inside you. There are more skeletons. Oh, gosh. Okay. Are you spying on me? No, no, no. Oh, the offices. Oh, the music is changing, noble ones. Creepy. Stanley Parable on off. And something is happening over there. What's going on? We've got to check it out. Skeleton invasion has begun. I mean, they're not wrong. There is a skeleton inside me.
Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing?
Narrator
Does that sound plausible to
outtakes.
you?
Yeah, actually, the voice actor is really skilled. I like him a lot. I watched an interview with him on YouTube. You can find it. And it's crazy to hear his voice. Exit, let's go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Shut it! You're just brain piloting a
Listen to
bone
me.
mech with
You can
meat
still
armor.
save those
Oh,
two.
come on.
You can stop the program before they both
It's a
fail.
nightmare.
Push escape and press quit.
No.
There's no other way to beat this game.
Not gonna do it.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Not
Stop
gonna do it.
now and it'll be your only true choice.
Absolutely not.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
Glory
you.
to the truth.
Don't let time-
That's what I'm gonna say. That's my last words. Ooh, that was intense. Round number 3.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Alright guys, left or right?
When
Let's
Stanley
go.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left, let's go Michael, let's go. Alright, left it is.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Up or
office.
down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, the drumstick said up. Next time we'll do down. But for now, let's do up one more time and see if we can change. Because we still haven't exhausted all the options in here. Is there something I can do behind the desk of the secretary who's never here? What about this door? Ooh, moly. I did not know this. I think I found the path. Can you? Oh, yeah, it's cool. I've never seen this. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I clicked down. I clicked I don't even know. Well, we're going somewhere. For real. Hidden door. Now what? Hello? Is this, Oh, I'm back where I started. No, wait. Wait, let's do down. Let's do down. Here's a hidden path, I think. Okay. Oh, so this thing just doesn't work. It's just messing with me. It's just messing with me, freaking developers. Alright then. Let's go to the freaking thing here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
Yeah, what could it mean?
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Okay, I'm
But
not
his
entering the
attention was
passcode
caught
this
by
time.
a keypad behind the boss's desk.
I got trolled.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
Yes.
number, 2845.
I don't know that it's
But of
2845.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course. What have we got? Got a piano I could play.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
How did he
Trying
know?
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Keeps telling me I love this. We are trolling the narrator.
2845.
2845. I'm walking around. He's gonna get so pissed. And he deserves it.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Oh, seriously?
And the door just opened all by itself.
I just
and
opened-
Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. So you don't even need to add the thing. It's okay, so let's go down. Or up. Or whatever. Let's go. Reminds you of Liminal Spaces. I never played that one. I still have the music in my head. Okay, so this time we're going straight.
Stanley walked
Yep.
straight ahead through
Let's
the
go.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's go to the mind control facility then. You alright, mate? Come on. Boom.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
And I thought I had
to
a lot of
himself.
televisions myself.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's find out, number ones. We might be at the end of another run, of another path. Boom.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh, that's awesome.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Someone got fired for the developers. What a mind trip. Boom.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I don't remember what
Was
number
this the
I
only
was.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's probably all of us. Right there. All of us. This game is it's more real than you think.
He refused to believe it.
Refuse
he
it.
Couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Man, what a game. So
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
will I? Facility power. Ooh, that's when you can pick a few endings, I think.
When at
Game.
last he found the
Right,
source of the
number
room's
one's
power,
offer on.
he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Offer on. You guys have the power. So the first two, yep, off. Both Twitch and YouTube agreed on off first. So off it is. Boom. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Blackness
Blackness.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh, yes.
He had won.
I have won.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door
I
slowly
can walk.
opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Such a good voice actor.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is this an option? Like, can I choose not to step through the open door? I have no idea. What should I do? Should I step through the open door? Should I stay here? Oh, goodness gracious. Everything is a choice. It is a beautiful game, Corvin. Truth, yeah. I'm going to step through. Step through, yeah. Let's go.
Stanley felt
was,
the cool
your choice.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
We've
before
got
him.
another ending.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
I feel like it's a good ending.
And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, we got a good ending. Unless he's gonna say something now. Man, what a game. It's so fun because there you go, it always restarts. And I love games like this. Like games that you can keep on replaying. They're short, but every time you can try something different. I freaking love it.